Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to watch the first game of the Fortnite FNCS Summit practice round. Now, it might just be practice, but there is $1,000 on the line. And you got to remember that these players are kind of fighting for their drop spots right now because they're about to do a few practice games. And if they're not able to secure their drop spot and actually do well, we might have a situation where these players are going to change their drop spot before the FNCS actually starts, or just completely go somewhere else, or just stick to it and be stubborn. Speaking of being stubborn, Peterbot and Pollo are dropping with Clicks and Higgs. They are contesting each other in this FNCS. So we're watching Peterbot right now drop, and honestly, it looks like, did they even drop properly? I feel like they jumped kind of late out of the bus. Because Peterbot and Pollo are contesting Clicks and Higgs at Squibbly Shore, but they're not dropping at Squibbly right now. They're dropping right outside of it at this like Overwatch POI. And they're gonna start farming. So they're not contested. Here is Cammy and Chari landing over here as well at Squibbly. So I guess Clicks and Higgs are going to be missing this first game of practice. Kanata and Victor V, your West Coast FNCS champions. If you guys don't remember, Kanata didn't find a suitable teammate for NA Central, so he decided to go to NA West, picked up Victor V, and easily got an FNCS win on West Coast. Now, an FNCS win on West Coast is not as difficult to do as it is on NA Central, but it is still a challenge. It's not like it's free. Is West free, chat? I don't think so. I'm hearing some yelling in the background. I'm not sure if there's actually some action going on or not. But let's check in with Peter and Pollo. They are fully kitted right now, and they are in Squibbly looting up. Uncontested because Clicks and Higgs did not join this game. I kind of wanted to watch them fight off spawn. And I do wonder if Clicks and Higgs intentionally didn't join this first match, or if Clicks is just kind of busy doing some media stuff. Because not every pro is required for this practice, but every win in the practice is worth $1,000. So you and your duo can get $500 each. $500 each. If you win in the practice. 6 games total, it's $6,000 being given away tonight. Let's check in with Thomas HD. He has still yet to secure an FNCS win. He could do it this weekend. His duo is Focus. He has a lot of second place finishes, a lot of top 5 finishes, but no FNCS win. He's like the Clicks of EU when it comes to not winning an FNCS. Veno and Curve also didn't queue into this match. So we've got some players skipping the first practice round. Maybe intentionally, maybe unintentionally. Like I said, even though this is just practice, it is still kind of important because it does set the tone for the rest of the tournament. You might be able to heavily secure your drop spot. If you're out-dropping people who are contesting you, you might be able to change some strategy up before the tournament starts tomorrow. And you might be able to earn $500 each, you and your duo. Oh, okay. I'm understanding it now. So the reason why some players are not in this match is because there's 150 players competing in this tournament. It's 75 duos, not 50 duos. And that's why they've broken up this tournament into 3 days with an upper bracket, a lower bracket for the people who don't make it through the upper bracket, and the people who had the second chance qualifier. So because there's 75 duos and you can only have 50 duos in a match, each duo only gets 4 games of practice. So each duo is only going to get 4 games of practice. That's kind of interesting, though, because every game is going to feel different. Every game is going to have different drop spots, contested or uncontested, different duos competing. And because of that, these practice games might not have as much impact on how people play tomorrow during the tournament. Thomas HD and Focus already up to 3 eliminations. They're in the storm right now at Riptides. There's no one nearby. Cammy and Shari are rotating at a Squibbly, but they are heading towards Poyo and Peterbot's location. And of course, Storm Surge is going to be a factor here. So Poyo and Peterbot looking to play aggressive. Poyo's trailing behind. Peterbot using his shockwaves against Cammy. He's going in. Dropping down. Oh! Cammy trying to give some support to his teammate. Peterbot and Poyo. They're doing their thing, chat. They're doing their thing. This is their aggressive play style. This is exactly what they're going to do tomorrow during the tournament. There's no doubt about it. This is very textbook. We saw them do this pretty much every round of the recent FNCS. Even though sometimes they don't end up getting the kill, they're trying to get some damage for Storm Surge. They don't want to have to worry about Storm Surge. And now because this is practice, it might be a little bit less stacked. Even with money on the line, it still might be a tiny bit less stacked than usual. Cammy answering back. Peterbot a little bit out of position there. Poyo looking to do some work from the low ground. The loot they have at Squibbly is insane. Like, look at this loadout that Peterbot has. Gold shotgun, gold burst SMG, chug jug, pizza. Like, he's got everything. This is live, by the way. This is live gameplay. Peterbot caught with some damage. He's answering back. Is Poyo gonna be able to protect him? Pizza goes down. They're not gonna press this. They're not gonna press this. He has so many heals. He has so many heals. Pizza going down to leave the situation. I'm pretty sure they lost this exchange. In terms of damage done, they lost this exchange. They're going to have to go find some other players to fight because they might be really down bad on storm damage, on Storm Surge. Epic Whale just went down, and his duo Pump barely staying alive. They're getting keyed right now by Akira and his duo. Pump down to just a blue shotgun, blue SMG. Can he make a comeback play right here? Tries to get the shot off, doesn't quite get it. There's another shot. Awkward exchange right there with the rock kind of messing up his movement. Pump and Epic Whale will go down to Kurama and Akira, 2 top players. We've actually covered these guys. I believe, guys, remind me if I'm wrong. This is a controller duo, right? Both these guys are on controller? I'm pretty sure. Unless it's another duo that yeah, both of these guys are on controller. There's not that many controller players represented here at the FNCS Summit, but we have a controller duo. I believe this is the only controller duo in the tournaments. So if you're a console player or controller player, you definitely want to be rooting for these guys. They're putting you guys on the map right now. I want to check in on Acorn and Bolts. They're actually dropping north of Wonky Land. They've dropped here last FNCS. They had a pretty decent placement. They're on the high ground. Really good loot for both these guys. Look at this loot. Incredible loot. I really could not ask for more than this. And they get some damage out for the Storm Surge. Yeah, that controller duo did win through the second chance qualifier to qualify. So they'll be playing on Saturday for the lower bracket to try to make a top 19 placement or a win, because 25 teams from the lower bracket will make it to the grand finals. Alex and Reckless still alive, representing Oceania. The best placement from Oceania in a LAN setting has been 15th place. So I talked to Alex. He definitely wants to put Australia on the map. and try to break that 15th place record. It's a smaller region, but they've got heart. Pollo and Peterbot. Oh, look at this positioning they have right here. They're in the next circle as the storm closes. They're getting damage. Oh, is that Sky and Scroll? Guys, we gotta tap in with Sky and Scroll. Sky and Scroll are your EU FNCS champions. They had one of the most dominant performances we've seen in Europe, and they got first place last FNCS. They are now below the damage threshold for Storm Surge, and they've got Pollo and Peterbot taking shots at them. So these guys play really well in sync. These guys play extremely tactical. We saw how well they played last FNCS. People have them as a favorite to win this FNCS. Now 3 above on the damage. Trying to get some more shots in. They need the damage. If they don't get some damage here, they're gonna die to Storm Surge. Not sure what the play is. 20 above. They are 20 above, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, this first game could really set the tone for it all. This first game could really set the tone for everything. Peterbot just took some serious damage. Oh, Pollo took some damage too from Sky and Scroll. They're only 19 above. Storm Surge is active. They cannot afford to take any more damage here. There we go. Peterbot with the legendary Scar. I just realized he has... Oh, they're taking damage. He has the legendary Scar because he actually found a Midas fish. Oh, 60. Does that put him above? It does not. Luckily, him and Pollo do have Chug Jugs, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Peterbot's looking. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. They're in the air. They're in the air. Acorn's in the air. He's not getting the damage he needs. They're 180 above now. They're 180 above. They stayed alive through the Storm Surge. That could have been really bad for them. That could have been really bad. But he did get the Midas Flopper, which is why he has Legendary Scar and the Gold Shotgun. I want to see what their plan is here right now. Might need a little bit more damage before this end game. 59 players alive in this very small circle. They're now 51 below the damage threshold. They need some damage here. How are they going to find it? Gold Scar in hand. Teams on height, teams on low ground. Where is the damage going to come from? Teams just shockwaved into their box. Peterbot is now taking damage. Pollo! Did Pollo crash? Oh my god, it looked like Pollo crashed or something. That's crazy. We got to check in with our EU FNCS winners, Sky and Scroll. This is crazy. I mean, this is only game 1 of the practice, guys, but winner will get $1,000, and they will set the tone potentially for the rest of this tournament. If any team dominates in practice, they're going to be very, very confident going into tomorrow. Doing well in practice will give them a confidence boost, or it could make them feel doubtful of their strategy. I like what Sky and Scroll are doing right now. They're on the low ground. They're kind of lurking in these old builds of theirs. They've got enough damage, but there's more. Acorn right in front of them. Damage dishes out. 500 above Surge. We're gonna stay locked in with this team. We're gonna stay locked in with this team. I've seen them win plenty of times. They've got enough resources. They're playing the low ground really well. Yes, Clix did not get into this game, not because he didn't want to. It's because there's 75 duos, so not every duo can get in. Look at them squeezing in right here. The circle is favoring them. It's pulling back into their tarps. Just enough space for them to be sitting here. Alex is still alive, by the way, representing Australia, but they are below Storm Surge. I want to see them get the damage here for Surge. It needs to drop below 40 players. They're above. They're chilling for now. They've got pizza. I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. Let's check back in with Sky and Scroll. They're playing ultimate low ground. They don't really have a lot of materials. They're kind of low on mats. So they're going to need a refresh here. They're trying to find people. Trying to get a little duo spray going from the low ground. Shockwaves. Elevating a little bit to get over this ridge. Down to just 300 or 400 mats each. Pressure's coming in. Pressure's coming in from another team. They're going up. Catching this player off guard. Few missed shots, but they got the refresh they needed. Pizza's getting eaten. Full pizza box from that player. They're going to just grab all the pizza. A little bit of storm damage. Not even. Not even. They're moving. They're moving. He has really good materials right now. Jumping in the smoke. It's a little dicey. Where's Sky? They're going back to ultimate low. He's in a good position. Sky is not anywhere to be seen. There he is. They reposition together. They both went separate ways. And now they're playing the low ground, but they have a lot more materials. Catches this player off guard. Takes a lot of damage. Sky's going to go in and get the cleanup. He's got to watch his back. There's another refresh for Sky and Scroll. They're looking to steal this first game. They're looking to steal this first game and tell everybody that they are here to win it again, back to back. Here we go. Playing the ultimate low ground, staying ahead. Still healthy on materials. One of the teams, Aminish, is looking. Aminish nearly caught. Gets shot back in. He's got nothing. There's another kill right there for Scroll. So many players are lost. Aminish still. Oh my God, Scroll. A little distracted there, looking for picks. Took some serious damage. Still alive though, still alive. 21 players alive. Power Alex still alive as well. Doing it for Australia. Gotta watch your back here, gotta watch your back here. Kurama, repping controller. Awkward mantles there, but he gets in. They're dominating the low ground. They're holding it really well. 14 players left. A little bit of damage comes down. Don't stand there. You might die. You might die. Oh my God, he almost died to the emote. Little emote Easter egg. Imagine if he died there. All right, there's a team holding high ground right above them. Oh my God, good damage back from Scroll. Sky goes down. It's just down to Scroll. He's a solo. Alex is still alive. Can Scroll solo clutch? Oh, good knock right there. He's going to get the siphon. Gets caught. Scroll is probably going to go down. 2 slices of pizza. That's not enough. Reckless and Alex are doing it for Australia. They're here to send a message. 8x FNCS champion. Alex just won an FNCS as well, so he's also trying to go for a back-to-back. But like I said, Australia's best placement ever was a top 15. That is their best placement ever. So if they are here and they win it all, this would be unheard of. Kurama is still alive. For the controller squad, he did some serious damage to Alex. Kurama is a solo controller player. He's looking 138 from Alex. Down to 11 HP. He gets knocked. Oh my God. Reckless is alive by himself. He could get rezzed. He could get rezzed. There's enough time. There is enough time. Just inch. Never mind. Probably not worth it. Probably not worth it. Kyoto on the high ground. We've got the smaller regions competing today. Asia versus Australia. Kyoto's from Japan, right? So 1v1. Japan on the high ground. Australia on the low ground. Doing it for team power. Chopping him out. Who's got the health advantage? Oh my God, Kyoto with some excellent shots with the SMG. And he's going to win game 1, setting the tone strong for Asia. What an excellent first game. Wow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be tuned in and live for this tournament Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you want to watch the tournament with me, you can tune into my Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok. I will see you guys there.